Hi guys, I'm currently at the Dwingelde Veld because a tawny pipit has been seen here.
Hi, I'm the Dutch birder and 2025 is my 17th year of birding. This year I'm on a quest to document at least 250 different bird species. Join me on my quest through wetlands and forest of the small European country called the Netherlands. Just like Lauwersmeer, the Dwingelde Veld holds a special place in my heart. Mainly because of our national big day record back in 2016. This area, with its mix of wet and dry heathlands, surrounded by a mixed forest of deciduous and coniferous trees, supports an impressive diversity of species. Except for the short-toed tree creeper, you can find all Dutch woodland species here, including rare or scarce ones like the turtle dove, golden oriole and wryneck. The area has great cycling paths, so I brought my bike to quickly reach a key target, the tawny pipit.
So I'm on my bike heading in that direction. Fingers crossed it's still here. Well, sadly bumped into another birder who gave me the bad news. He has searched the entire path and couldn't find the tawny pipit. Was too good to be true. But I'm not giving up yet.
So I decided to check out the nearby water body. A distant dunlin was foraging on the far shore. Quite a nice bird for Drenthe, actually. Sadly, it was too far away to film properly due to heat haze. Meanwhile, a white wagtail was gathering nesting material right next to the path, and a pair of great leg geese were wandering about a bit closer to shore. A new addition to my year list was a foraging greenshank. This robust, relatively large wader favors stopovers in areas just like this during migration. With its elegant, pale appearance, it really stands out. Unfortunately, the tawny pipit remained elusive, so I headed towards the Holtveen and Holtveen slank to search for species like ferruginous duck and ragneck grebe. For over 13 years now, a ferruginous duck has been returning here each spring, though it's highly unpredictable. It was seen yesterday, but today all I found was a male gadwall. Still, there were some little grebes as always, and a group of tufted ducks resting nearby. In the distance, I spotted a large bird circling. Knowing that rare eagles are occasionally seen in this area, I quickly aimed my camera. It turned out to be a black and white bird, almost always a white stork. Still, it's always worth checking, just in case a rare Egyptian vulture shows up in the Netherlands one day. Next stop, the Holtveen slank. There I heard a tree pipit singing nearby and managed to get a great look. Note its high-pitched song, which contrasts with the meadow pipit song. This bird was singing its heart out, clearly hoping to impress a mate. I scanned the water next. No ragneck grebe, but a pair of mallets and a grey-crested grebe were preparing their nests. A bit further on, I spotted another little grebe that had just caught a fish. Nowhere else in the Netherlands do I see so many little grebes during breeding season as I do in the Dwingelde Veld. Nearby, a chaffinch was collecting nesting material. I waited until she finished before checking a patch of bewildered grassland behind her. A few years ago, a corn bunting was seen here, so I figured this could still be a promising spot for the tawny pipit. Unfortunately, the field was overgrown and empty of birds. In the pond next to me, a great egret was hunting. While filming it, I noticed the raptor approaching from the corner of my eye. Hoping for a red pellet harrier, I hit record. But the broad trailing edge on the wings gave it away. This was a male hen harrier. Interestingly enough, the very next day, another birder photographed a male pellet harrier in exactly the same spot. Elsewhere, a kestrel was hunting over the heath. Later, I stopped at this small wooden hut with benches in the woods. Several songbirds were active here, including a male blackcap, new for my filming year list. Finally, I spotted another marsh tit. Just my luck, since I actually need the willow tit for my film list. After that, I crossed back through the woods to check the northern side of the Holdveen. A small group of lesser blackback gulls was resting on the water. Not far from them, I spotted a species that always makes my heart beat a little faster, a spoonbill. It was actively sweeping back and forth, filtering small creatures from the mud with its large spoon-shaped bill. Thankfully, I also found my target bird, the ragneck grebe, a very rare breeding bird in the Netherlands, with just a handful of pairs scattered across a few locations. Diependal is the most famous spot, although numbers there have dropped in recent years. A few still breed here and there in Drenthe, and there are some pairs on Ameland. In the Dungelde they show up every spring, but sometimes in May they seem to vanish altogether. Whether they're hiding deep in the reeds or have moved on to another site, I really can't say. Either way, it's another one for the film year list.
It's looking pretty bad for the tawny pipit, because there are quite a lot of birders searching and no one has reported it yet. I did, however, see my second target, the ragneck grebe, so that is nice, and hopefully we see the tawny pipit in the evening. Maybe it will return to the path it was foraging earlier.
With the ragneck grebe checked off and plans to give the tawny pipit another shot later in the evening, I cycled deeper into the forest, hoping to finally find my other target, the willow tit. Right by the path, I suddenly heard a pied flycatcher singing. I still needed that one for the film list, so I stopped to investigate. Soon I found a female up close, absolutely stunning in the soft evening light. After a while, she flew off, but then the male popped into view briefly. Interestingly, he was ringed, likely from a local banding project. Then it was time for a short break. Not long after, another special moment, a redwing. Now that might not sound very exciting, but I usually only see them foraging in gloomy weather on wet fields. This one, though, was perched in a fresh green tree, glowing in the sunlight, a completely different impression. And when the light is this good, even a common bird like a chiffchaff becomes worth filming.
There is a willow tit singing here, and that is one of the last non-rare species in the Netherlands I need for my film list.
Tits are fast and restless, rarely sitting still. This one was no different, darting from branch to branch. Each time I had it in frame, it flitted away again. Eventually it paused long enough to sing and even fluttered its wing while doing so, a funny sight. and with the willow tit now on film, I've captured every tit species in the Netherlands this year. First bingo card complete.
Yes, I got it!
Back out of the forest, I stopped by a pond where for several years a pair of cranes have nested surprisingly close to the trail. The small island they used in the past is now so overgrown that even if they were there, spotting them would be nearly impossible. I did notice a group of pipits and wagtails nearby. Exciting, because maybe one of them could be the elusive tawny pipit. But they all suddenly flushed, and I didn't hear the characteristic call of the tawny pipit. Next, I checked the spot where a ring ouzel has recently been reported. On a field dotted with molehills, I did find some thrushes, but they were all song thrushes. Still, the first time I filmed one this year, so bingo card comes out again. Eventually, I made my way back to the sandy track where this whole adventure began. One last shot at the tawny pipit. Something was foraging in the grass by the road, but it turned out to be my first northern wheat ear of the year. A little further on, I spotted more thrushes, this time several mistle thrushes. As a beginner birder, I used to struggle to find this species, but now I come across them fairly regularly. This area is a real hotspot for them. And finally, I did find the bird I've been hoping for, the ring ouzel. It's a favorite among birders. You can only see them during a short window in spring and an even shorter one in autumn. They resemble the common blackbird, but their more elongated build gives them an elegant look, and that silvery sheen on the wings and of course the bold white breastband, just beautiful. Nearby, I also saw a male northern wheat ear up close, but unfortunately my camera wouldn't focus, and just when it did, off it went. The light was fading fast when I saw yet another thrush, this time a fieldfare, my 6th thrush species of the day. I'd seen and heard plenty of blackbirds today, but still hadn't filmed one. I tried to find one more to complete the set, but they were already heading to their roost. Instead, I got treated by a gorgeous close-up of a yellowhammer sitting calmly by the path, completely unbothered by my presence. Despite dipping on the tawny pipit, it was a fantastic evening. I hope you liked this video. Please leave a like and don't forget to subscribe if you're new here, and I'll see you in the next one.